Life is not so different from tree climbing. When we're standing out on a limb as we live our lives, when things appear to be going well and on track, hearing a creak can announce that something is about to change in a big way. This sense of urgency triggers us to focus on the challenges at hand, strategically plan a new direction, and take action. In fact, dramatic action to avoid that dangerous plummet. There is an upside to branch-creak moments. Hearing the branch creak can be an amazingly effective motivational tool. It is during these critical experiences in life that real change is possible because they cause us to focus, plan, and take the necessary action to achieve decisive goals and keep from falling. Growth happens when we step outside our safe space. It rarely happens when we are feeling secure. Hearing a terrifying branch creak in our life is actually a valuable experience because it energizes us to move in a different direction toward a positive result. Whether you recognize it or not, the branch is creaking in America when it comes to engaging the younger generations and preparing them to successfully enter the workforce. There are some 6 million open jobs in our country right now, and no one qualified to fill them. We're facing a crisis in both the education system and the arena of workforce development, and it's critical that we focus, plan, and take action before the branch truly breaks. Let me explain. The branch is creaking. There is a huge generational shift happening in the United States. The baby boomers, the largest generation ever born in the United States, are retiring, leaving vast numbers of unfilled jobs in many critical economic sectors. As the economy grows into the future, the need for those jobs will only increase. A great opportunity for pretty much anyone currently under the age of 40, right? Yet the truth is that due to false perceptions, outdated stigmas, and what I like to call the awareness gap, many of today's young people aren't interested in those open jobs. The 6 million jobs I'm talking about are middle to high-skilled, living-wage positions requiring significant training in high-tech environments using state-of-the-art equipment and techniques for fields like advanced manufacturing, construction, healthcare, engineering, aviation, and many others. Sounds pretty cool, doesn't it? Not to many of today's young people. Between false perception and big-picture reality is the awareness gap, and the resulting national skills gap crisis in our country is only getting worse. Mark Drury, the Vice President of Business Development with Shapiro & Duncan, Inc., a mechanical engineering and construction company based in Rockville, Maryland, told me that his company can't even chase all the opportunities available to them because they can't find enough qualified people. We are extremely busy, and the biggest threat we face is not being able to achieve our strategic goals because of the lack of human capital in our industry. Mark said, "We're struggling to find enough qualified employees to tackle what we already have in the pipeline. We can't begin to take on the workload that is currently on the market without adding additional capacity and by increasing the strength of our most important resource, human capital. We have to increase awareness among young people, parents, school systems, and communities about the impressive careers available in this and many other fields." The lack of interest in these 6 million open jobs is a paradox, since most of the younger generations aren't sufficiently engaged in their current profession. Some 55% of young people report feeling unengaged at work. Perhaps even more alarming, some 66% expect to leave their current positions by 2020. 2/3 of the largest working population are planning to leave their current jobs. Wow! Alarms should be sounding off everywhere. Why do we have this disconnect? One answer is that many young people don't want the same kinds of jobs their parents or grandparents had. They aren't as motivated by the safety and security of a good job. Rather, they want a job that has purpose, that means something. They want a job that rewards them with experiences rather than just money, even as their college loan balances balloon. At last count, some 42 million Americans currently have student loans, with more than 5 million at least 90 days behind on payments. And they also want to know why a work process or activity is important. Why should they do it this way or that way? Why is a particular